The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
You thought you had it, didn't you? You thought you...
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
57, Mike 57. I got you.
On 2nd down, Swift. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and 2, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this just a few yards shy in the red zone before going out. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Seibert's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
First and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. 2nd and 9. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a first down throw. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play action. Now it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Throwing on first down is Lance. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Here's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Lance looking to throw it. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
From the 27, Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 1st down, it's gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, calling 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course,
and his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off near the 44. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it. for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers a little bit more to the perimeter, perhaps. But above all, play your game.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Lance now on first down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's got room. Touchdown, Detroit.
You see, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Goff looking to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance.
And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown! Khalif Raymond, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Goff. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Fred Warner, first-time All-Pro in 2020, in on the stop defensively. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be third and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now Goff on third and goal. Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lance going to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he stopped immediately there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 41, Lance. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Lance now on 1st down.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.